Shane TV, joined by Chris Millington, so a 2-1 win. What are your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, good game, typical game against Boreham Wood, I think. Listen, we could argue it's probably not dissimilar to the type of game that we experienced down at their place. Really decided by the fine margins, the small margins. I thought our lads played well. I thought there were some real positive passages of play and some real positive moments. Much as I did when we played them down at their place at the early part of the season, and I don't think Boreham Wood have played badly at all either. I think they've played well, but we earned the right side of the fine margins this time. So delighted for the lads.
Of course, pretty much a perfect start. Florent Hotty's goal after just 5 minutes.
Yeah, and Rob deserves credit, winning a good header, comes back off the post and flows there to slot it away. He's always got that sort of composure in the box, so very pleased with that.
Of course, then for the rest of the first half, pretty even. Boreham Wood maybe just having slightly more chances, but we defended well for all that. Yeah,
we defended very well, and you're going to have to. I mean, look at the strike line. Let me try and rephrase that. Look at the front line they've got. It's phenomenal. It's terrifying. So Balanta in behind, the creativity, the pace and power and love, and you've got Shamanga in there who needs no introduction. So it's a really strong team from 1 to 11. They're a fantastic team, and again, I don't want to get carried away with false praise, but I think Luke Garrard does a phenomenal job there, and they've had a tough season so far. Well, in the early stages, but they're a great outfit, very well managed, very well coached, and a really good, strong set of players. So coming out on the right side of the result is very, very pleasing, and hopefully the fans recognise the amount of effort that takes on the players' behalf. And I should mention the pitch, because I know Oz and the ground staff are working incredibly hard to get the best out of it, but it's very difficult. Our lads are trying to get the ball down, play. They're trying to play possession football, and it's taking them 2 or 3 touches to get it under control because it kicks up at the knees and the hips all the time. So there's a lot of adversity for this group at the moment, but they're dealing with it fantastically well.
Obviously, in the second half, maybe to be expected, a lot more on the back foot with Boreham pushing for the equaliser, which they got with maybe a slightly questionable free kick.
Yeah, he wanted a free kick, and the referee, I think, will hold his hands up. The fourth official didn't have his comms working, so couldn't communicate it to the ref. But I'm sure if his comms were on, he would have let him know it wasn't a free kick. But we've defended most of those moments really well throughout the game, and it isn't easy. The lads, and I'm not going to start picking out individuals, as a group have dealt with those moments fantastically well, and showed a lot of composure in landing on seconds, tidying up and getting us out. So it's a real team performance today, and we're going to need more of that. It's got to be that we turn out those kind of professional, organised, hard-working performances now, between now and the end of the season.
Of course, it was a pretty perfect reaction to that, going behind and Tyler Golden winning the penalty, which Luke Summerfield put away.
Yeah, good tempo to our play down the right side. Tyler, we want him high up the pitch as often as he can be, and it made it difficult today the way Boreham Wood left 2 up top, so we had to leave a full back deep for cover and to give us that little bit of security. But on the occasions when Jack Evans and Tyler got forward, I thought they posed a real threat. In fact, they had a part in both goals, didn't they? So yeah, it's part of what we're trying to do. But in the spirit of not picking out individuals, I think we've got to recognise that the team have earned the victory today.
Of course, big 3 points, and it's a quick turnaround for a tough game against Oldham on Tuesday.
Yeah, and that we reflect, we review, we go through our processes, but the fact is we've got another massive game, and it'll be against a team again who are direct. They'll put it on us. We'll have to deal with the physical side of the game before we start to play our football, and we just hope that Oz can work his magic and make the surface flat so we can get the ball down and dish it about. Otherwise it just plays into the opposition's hands. We're having to deal with challenges we shouldn't have to deal with.
Thank you.
Thanks, Luke.